Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we are working on the Rex to Riches Car 6 Citroen Berlingo. It's back from the body shop. It's been sitting outside the front for a little while, a couple of days now. So I think it's time to jump into that one, carry on with that build, see how we get on. We've got some underneath seal work to do. We've got to get the welder, we've got to pull it out. I had the paint shop over yesterday and they took samples of both vans and the black Ford Focus to get me some paint. I need paint for all three vehicles, and they're coming back today and dropping me the paint off. What a service, unbelievable. So yeah, they take the petrol flaps, the diesel the fill up flaps, they take them and they match the colour to exactly the same as that, and I'll just tell them how much I want basically, and then they bring it back. What a service, great service. So that's coming back today. We're going to jump on that that Citroen Berlingo, and yeah, just carry on with that build really, just see how far we get with that. It was an absolute monster of a day yesterday, done so much. We still ain't finished with this Mariva Vauxhall. We're still going to do some bits and pieces on that. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's do this. Right, so guys, the very first thing this morning, it's 7:30. I'm in here quite early. But the first thing we've got to do is get this wrapped up and done. Now, I don't know if you remember in the last video, but this car is owned, his son, he's basically his dad, works for a very well-known parts company, and the parts, I didn't pay for none of this. They paid for the whole thing. All I'm doing is labour for him, because he works for the company, the parts company. He gets a really good discount. And he basically said, I said, I'm not sure if it's the coil pack or not. He said, well, I'll tell you what, just change it over. If it's not the problem and it's something else, pull it back out. We'll put it back in the box and we'll return it. Simple as that. So yeah, there's no real risk to me really, because I'm not paying that for parts. I'm not charging the customer anything for parts. All the parts I'm doing, I never paid for. We have got to do the rear brakes, discs, and pads, so we've still got to do that. I've got to wind in the calipers, give it all a good clean up, give it a good sort out, and put it back on. But yeah, what we'll do first is we'll, obviously, because I know I said before that I weren't going to do the service before I'd done the coil pack, but I had to do something whilst waiting for the parts, and part of that was dropping the oil. So I thought, you know what, let's just crack on and get on with it. So yeah, that is what we're going to find out very, very soon. Is we're going to finish off the service, which is basically just put oil in there and connect that pipe up. And that's kind of it. He did give me a cabin filter, so we'll do that. Yeah, crack on with this one. See if we can just get it wrapped up, do the rear discs and pads, and that's it. We're kind of done. So let me set you up on this one first. Let's get cracking. And then we'll move on to the Rex to Riches Citroen Berlingo, which is outside. We'll bring it in. I'll show you, bring in the van, and we'll start cracking on with that van and putting it back together. And I'll show you the repair that was done on that van, and I'll tell you what he charged me. Again, absolutely smashed it, he did. So, yeah, let's crack on, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so service is all finished. Engine oil is back up to where it should be, level. Everything's been buttoned up. And I've just plugged in the computer and cleared the codes. So there we go. Again, it come up, but I cleared it. Now we're going to start it to see if it makes a difference. Let me just put that back on quickly. So I'm going to do that. I'm taking it off for the rear brakes. But let's have a look. See if it'll come back on. So let's take the key out. So I just need to wait a few seconds just to see if it will come back up, and then we'll rescan it just to see if the computer's saying anything. It might not now. Hopefully that will be the problem. So far so good. Well, it looks like that was the problem. That was the issue. Let me rescan it. I'll leave it running for a few minutes just to warm up and stuff, get the engine oil sort of circulating, and then I might have to do a little bit more engine oil just to bring it up to level. But I'll come back to you in a sec, guys, and yeah, we'll rescan it and see what comes up. So yeah, bear with me. I'll see you in a minute. So there we go. It's been running for a little while now, and I've rescanned it and nothing has come up. No codes. So it looks like we've done it. So it's rather, it couldn't have been the spark plugs. No way. No? I don't know now. Anyway, it's done. I'm not paying for like I said to you before, I'm not paying for the parts. And it was down to the customer who, his dad works for a parts company, and it was their decision. I said to him what was happening, and he said, oh no, just change the spark plugs, change the coil pack, and be done with it. So that's exactly what I've done, and it looks like it solved it. So no engine management light, no codes are on, and it's running really well. So I've just got to do is check the oil, just check the oil again, and then we can move on. So let's turn her off. I'll check the oil, and then we can move on to the rears, discs and pads. So yeah, bear with me guys, I'll do that, we'll do this and crack on, keep going, let's do this. So guys, we are done with this car. I've put all the wheels and trims back on. Discs and pads are done. We have got, I've actually got to put one more thing on, which is going to be this cap. But that looks like it's going to overflow a little bit. You see it? That's too much now. Someone must be putting stuff in it. I'll take some out so it goes up to the maximum point, but it looks like, don't know. Very strange. You know what? What I'm going to do is I want to take it for a run. I'm going to take it for a drive, use the brakes, pedal for a bit, just drive it about, just get it used to it, then come back, then check it to make sure. I've got loads of .4, to be honest with you. I think that's what it is. Brake fluid. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But I want to take it for a quick drive just to get it through the system. Press the brake a few times. It might go down. So, yeah, I don't want to sort of remove that yet. So, but, yeah, it is definitely getting there. So I'll do that, guys. I'll crack on with that, get that sorted out, get that looked at. And then we're going to get this out of the way, and then we're going to get the Rex to Riches van, the Citroen Berlingo, just someone out there that's been repaired, back from the body shop. We'll get it in, we'll have a look at it, start cracking on with that. So, yeah, let's crack on, guys. Let's do this. Right, guys, there we go. The Citroen Berlingo, Rex to Riches, car 6/van. I bought it inside so you can have a good look around it. But as you can see, it's all back together. I did one in the side door as well. He put that on. He put the wing on. He lined the bonnet up, headlight, bumper, and obviously done the repair behind all that as well. I'm going to show you that. Don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to quickly show you before I started undoing the bonnet. I just want to quickly show you how it lines up and stuff. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. Literally, can't believe that. The way it was like before. We've still got bits and pieces to do. We've still got to put the mirror. You get the old one from the door. We'll put that on. But he's got everything working and lined up. Oh, it's locked. But it's got everything working and lined up as it should. We've got this repair to do here still. We're working on that, aren't we? And the other side. And then it's a case of just cleaning it up. Yeah, carry on going with this van. But so far, so good. You can see the flap's missing here because the paint shop has got this flap to match the colour to go onto there. We've got like some looks like old sign writing there. You can just see it in the, there you can see it there like that. So we've got flat and polish, probably not flat, but just polish off that side there. It actually goes right through, so I'm assuming it's a electrical van, AES Smart Metering Limited. So yeah, I think that's what little dent there. Not sure if we're going to be doing anything with that. If we can get it from the inside, I'll probably whack it up a little bit and sort of play around with that. But yeah, just get it the best we can. But so far, so good. This van is really looking much better now. Just needs a good clean. It's a fucking bloody mess. Anyway, let me just move on to something that I did post. I did do a video saying that the previous owner has got some paperwork and a spare key, but he was very vague when he was talking to me on the phone. It just seemed like he didn't know or didn't have much that he could give me. And in the end, he got in contact. I met up with him and I gave him the roof rack. That's what he wanted, was the roof rack for the documents, the paperwork, or whatever he had. So let me just show you exactly what he gave me. This is the reason why you never assume anything, really, that anyone tells you. Because when he was talking to me, I just got that impression that he didn't know, he didn't have anything. He didn't have any paperwork. He didn't have any service history. The service history was the main thing. And it just came across that he didn't have much service history. But let me show you exactly what he gave me in the end. All this. is what he gave me. I've dug it all out. It all come in this booklet here with a brand new spare key. So this is the service book itself. It's got a couple of stamps there, and it's got a stamp here. So basically, service history is missing from the book. If you, I've looked at it. This one here is the first one, and then that one there is 76869, which is this one here. So we've got these two just missing out of that book. And then the next one goes 95385, and that is this one here. These two are the same. I think they're just copies. I think that just goes like that, actually. So yeah, 95385. So yeah, we have got some good service history, I'll be honest with you. We've got 16,000, 32,000, 61,000, 76,000, 82 and 95. Don't get me wrong, I don't know what the intervals are. I think on this van they're about 16,000 or 15,000 miles per service history or whatever. So yeah, that's quite a lot really. Compared to the mileage, I don't know if it lines up, but compared to what we started with when I got this van, we had nothing. We had no booklets, we had no spare key, we had no service history. But now I've got all this to go with to the new owner, which I think is fantastic. You know, it's great. It just shows you that roof rack, that second hand, that roof rack is about £80. So that's exactly what I would have got for it if I sold that roof rack. It's about £80. So for £80 swap for that roof rack, I got all this. And there was one person that was commenting saying, "Oh, you're an idiot. What are you doing swapping the roof rack for all that service history and a key?" Well, there you go. Still an idiot, am I? Yeah, well, enough said about that. Let's see if he comments tonight, shall we, on this video? Yeah, I hope he does. So there we go. We can crack on there, guys. We can move on with this van, clean it all up, and get going with it. I want to start doing the other side as well with that repair. On this side, we have got this seal repair here. It's not as bad as I thought, actually. Not as bad as I thought. That front bit is pretty decent. It's not too bad. So by the time I pull that down a little bit and then spray it up, we should be all right. So yeah, but let me undo the bonnet. Let me take off a few bits and pieces, and then I'll show you what he's done on the repair, because I'm sure a lot of you are interested to see exactly what's been done. We've got trims to put on, like bumper trim there, wheel liners that go in, stuff like that. I think I will service it as well, because the last service was 95,385 and we're on 121,000. So I think it's due a service. I'll do a service. And I'll even stamp the book as well, because I've got my own stamp as well, so I can prove what I've done, and I'll put the mileage down and stuff like that. You know, you don't have to have, like, you know, don't have to have a dealer stamp like this. Like, look at this one here. Look, that's not a dealer stamp. That's just a garage. So yeah, I'll do the same. I'll stamp it up, and I'll put the mileage down, and obviously they can see the service being done on these videos. So yeah, let me set you up. Let me just strip it down a little bit, and I'll show you. Actually, no, I won't set you up on the time lapse. Let me just get down to the damage where it was, and then I'll show you what he's done. Probably just lift the bonnet, pull the headlight, and then we should be able to see it. So yeah, let's let me do that. I'll come back to you. Right, guys, do you know what? I thought, let's put it on the ramp, and then I can take it right up and have a good look at it, and we can show you. what is going on. So I'm not taking the bumper off because I think it's just, yeah, it'd just be a waste of time really. So I just thought I'd show you underneath here, and yeah, you can see this is where it was here. Got a little bit of a kink there, but you know, it's the it's acceptable, I think. So yeah, that's all been straightened out as well. Obviously the bracket and stuff's all been pushed around and straightened off. You know, that was all caved in, wasn't it? It was all pushed in and stuff like that. And you know, the wing part all sort of connects right and it all lines up properly. So yeah, there we go. So he's done all that. He's lined them all up. He's put all the wing on. He's put the door on, and you know, lined up the headlight, put the bumper on, lined the bonnet back up, and it's sorted all that out as well. And he charged me £300 to do that work, which just astonishing, right? Unbelievable that he can do all that for that money, really. But he does. So yeah, there we go. I think he must give me trade price, because there's no way he will charge like normal customers and stuff like that for that kind of work, for that kind of money. Just no way. So yeah, really, really lucky that I've got people around me and people that can help me, and people, you know, does some excellent prices for what I'm doing. And yeah, it's come out really well. The only thing is with it is because it's a brand new bumper, and obviously the old one just smashed off all the brackets. There should be a wing bracket here to connect that up there, and that connects up. So he couldn't do anything with that because it was all smashed away. So I've ordered 2 new wing support brackets to connect that wing to that bumper there like that. I've ordered two of those. They're on their way. I've also ordered 2 new inner wheel arches as well, because I've got one, but it's a bit cracked. The other one is just in pieces. So I thought, you know what? I think it was like 48 quid or whatever it was. I've done the numbers. Hold on. Yeah, 48 quid. The wheel arches and the bumper brackets for the pair was 15. Yeah, you can see that I'm starting to put all the numbers down. Sort of, I haven't got the price for the paint yet because that ain't turned up. And obviously I haven't got the price for the service parts either yet, because that ain't, I haven't ordered that. So, but it is starting to knock up now. I think we're close to £3,500, and we've got 3,700 in the budget to spend. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully there's not a massive, a lot to do on this one now. But when it comes to, you know, getting parts, I think it's mainly sort of just putting it all back together and cleaning it all up and stuff like that now. So, but yeah, fantastic news about our service history. Unbelievable. Really, really chuffed for that and the key. And now it's just a case of, you know, putting it all back together, putting the trim back on, getting the wing mirror on, cleaning this door up, having a real good sort out. So that's what I'll do now, guys. We've also got to do the door card as well. We'll put that back on. But yeah, he's done the lock. He's changed over the locks, so it all locks. These locks here is the original one that come from the door. So he's done that as well. He's done so much for me, really. So yeah, great guy. So he'll be getting a Christmas bonus coming up. We've still got to give this a good clean, guys. I want to pull these seat covers off. It's just a bit of a mess, really. I know they're supposed to protect and they're supposed to. They do, I suppose. In a way, they do. But the dust and the crap just still goes through them, you know, because it's quite, you know, it's quite thin. I think it's more or less like just protecting like dirty, greasy hands and stuff like that, like this. You won't go through that. It's just, yeah. But I want to pull them off, get it back to I might wash these actually. Pull them off, wash them, put them back. I don't know really. Not quite sure. So, but yeah, there's still loads to do. So let me set you up. Let's get cracking. I've still got to do the washer jets and put all that back on. Put the cover back up. Was there a cover there? I can't remember now. I don't think there was there? Cannot remember. And obviously we've got to do the service as well. He sorted the rattle out on that as well for me. It don't rattle anymore because that cover, like the rubber on that, was just perished or whatever, and it just rattles. But that's not doing it anymore. So he did that. Really nice guy. Yeah. Christmas bottle of whiskey or something going his way for Christmas. We'll see. But let me set you up, guys. Let's get cracking. I want to do as much as I can on this one today, and then we've just got to wait for a few parts to turn up. But we can keep going. So yeah, let's do this. Right, guys, so yeah, as you just saw there, things are starting to look a lot better now. I did do a bit of filler down there, but it's been about 20 minutes because I've had a little bit of lunch before doing this little bit of an update. But yeah, you can see mirrors back on. I cleaned up all this stuff as well. It's like what it was is that the door come off another van, and that van had like a plastic sheet all over the sort of window part. And yeah, that's basically what that was. It's like a bit of glue that was around the door. So I just cleaned it all off and it looks pretty decent now. It's looking really good. So yeah, done the mirror, done the door card, which still got to clean it because it's an absolute mess. But at least it's in place. Everything works as it should. Mirror works. So yeah, it is getting there. Starting to clear out a little bit, get some crap out of there. Done the filler on that part of the seal, and basically I used a straight edge, like a level, just to see how level it was, and it wanted a little bit more, but it's looking really good now. It's looking really good. So yeah, leave that to dry. Keep working on that. Once that's dried, probably. But I don't think I'll be able to get to it today, but we'll have a go. But yeah, I want to get onto this side now. And I want to pull this, I want to sort this out. I don't necessarily think that's anything to do with the original damage of the car. I think someone has tried to jack this in the wrong position and then lifted it up. Because you can see that it's quite close to that jacking point here at the end. So I think someone has tried to jack it up there. So I want to pull that down just to make it look, the best we can, really. So I want to have a little mess around with that. But I've come across a bit of a problem. So, yeah, I found some damage underneath the van. I can only assume it's come from the forks because I'll show you in a second when I jack the van up. I want to put it on axle stands and support it just so that it's a bit of an angle so I can get the pull on this seal. Whilst we're under there, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But something is damaged underneath there and is leaking oil. It's dripping down. It looks like oil. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to... It's not like a pipe. It's like a box. It's really strange. I don't do vans, so I've not come across this before, and I'm a bit stuck as to what it is. I will show you guys. If anyone can work out this and knows exactly what it is, guys, just let me know in the comments section below, because I have no idea. I will have to do some digging to see if I can find out some more information about it, if any of yous don't know as well. But it's a strange one. Like I said, I don't do vans, and I think this is I think it's directly linked because it's a van, not, do you know what I mean? Not because it's a car. I don't know what it is. But let me jack it up. Let me set it up, guys. Then I'll go underneath. I'll show you what it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll crack on and try and get that down with the welder. So yeah, bear with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, as you can see, I've put an axle stand underneath there, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with this damage. So, let me show you this. Now, what I believe's happened here is when they've loaded it with the forklift, because on the other side, there is exactly the same sort of plastic damage, and you can see that it is dripping some sort of oil out of there. So I don't know if that's some sort of, it's got to be a pump or something, can it? I don't know what that is. So if anyone knows what this is, drop me a comment. I'm going to see if I can find anything of this. If there's a number of this or something, I don't know, part number. But yeah, you can see it's dripping. It's bleeding. Whatever this is bleeding. And it looks like a different oil as well. It's like transmission oil. This is weird. Why would it be up here? So yeah, it's probably been damaged. I can't see it being damaged in the accident. I really can't. I don't know, because this is all damaged here as well. So something's happened. Something's happened here, and it's only just started leaking. I've checked outside where the van's been parked, and it hasn't. There's no leaks. I'm not going to say that the body shop done anything, because, you know, I just hope and pray that I don't know. I'm just guessing again, aren't I? Just assuming. I'm just assuming what's happened. Who knows? Who knows now? So, but anyway, it's definitely leaking, and we've definitely got to replace it. I don't know what it is. So it's loose as hell. That's not shouldn't be like that. Something's, maybe it has happened in the accident then, because this is all loose as well. I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you know of what this is, drop me a comment, a message in the comments section below. Let me know so I can order one, find one, get one, replace one. We've definitely got to replace it because it's done. It's broke. So yeah. Right. Anyway, let's get cracking with this. Let's see if we can. This is something's like, it's like 2 marks here. Someone's definitely, yeah, someone's definitely jacked it there. Not unless there was an accident here, because it kind of lines up with this. Very strange, very strange. Something's gone on here. Very, very strange. Not unless there's something's happened here. It's hit this here, a rock gone underneath, and then the rocks smashed the whatever that is. Very strange, guys. Very strange. Yeah, anyway, let's see if we can repair this first. I'll get this pulled down. Let's have a go at this seal and see how good we can get it. So, yeah, I'll set you up. Let me set myself up. Let me get my tools together, and we'll go for it. So, guys, there we go. I pulled it down as much as I could, and then just put some filler over it to build it out a little bit and bring it back down. It's kind of, most of it's underneath anyway, so you ain't really going to see it, but I just wanted to make sure that I can, yeah, get it the best I can. So that's where it is. I just put a post on Instagram about that there. Just asking if anyone knows, you know, what that could be. I'm thinking it's got something to do with the DPF or something to do with the diesel now, because the other van's got it as well. Do you know the Peugeot Partner I've got? I know it's a 2014 reg, but it's exactly the same place. So I'm thinking now it's got to be something to do with the diesel DPF filter or something. I don't know. But yeah, I put a post on Instagram. Hopefully someone's can message me soon about that. If not, guys, message me on here if you can. Drop me a comment on the section below. Really appreciate any help. And yeah, I'm just going to have to get it replaced because I can't leave it like that, because she is definitely dripping and bleeding. So, and I don't know what it's for. Really strange. But yeah, it's one of them things. It's got to be done. And this is the trouble when we get vehicles delivered on, moved about on forklifts in salvage auctions. You just don't know, do you? You don't know what's underneath the vehicles to get damaged. And it looks like that's exactly what's happened. I'm just guessing at the end of the day. It could have something to do with the damage. It could have hit a rock underneath. It could have gone into a ditch, and then the curb has done the damage on. I don't know. I'm just guessing, ain't we? That's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, we've got to get it changed and we've got to get it replaced, whatever it is, and whatever the cost. So if it's an expensive part, it's really going to push us over our budget on this one. But regardless of that, it's got to get done. And we've got to do the service as well. I'm waiting for parts on this one now, guys. The wheel arches I've ordered, they're on the way. The bumper to wing brackets, they're on the way. So, I'm kind of going to leave it there now because I can't really do anything else on this one for today. I'm going to leave that filler to dry, and then we'll build that up. When that's dry, I'll probably build it up on the next video. Won't be doing this tomorrow. We'll probably be jumping on... I'll probably be jumping on the Focus, I'll be honest with you, tomorrow. Get cracking with that one. We've got a lot of work to do on that one. A lot of painting to do. A lot of prepping. And, yeah, we'll get cracking with the Focus, Black Focus tomorrow. I'm still waiting for the parts for the EcoSport, so we can't, crack on with that one. So we'll get on with the Focus, I think. But for now, guys, thanks very much for the support. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you soon.